pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Dankert.
Mayor Steen.
Present.
Councilmember at Large Anderson.
Present.
Councilmember Austin.
Present.
Jordahl.
Present.
Hagan. Carolyn.
Present.
Enright.
Present.
King.
Present.
We have a quorum, Your Honor.
Item number 1 is a motion for adoption of the agenda. We need a motion.
So moved.
Is there a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item 2 is approval of the minutes from November 21st. Need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 3, under awards and recognitions. Chief, we have a new officer.
Thank you, Mayor. City Council, it is my pleasure to introduce Austin's newest police officer. His name is Seth Denzer. He actually was born here in Austin, went to high school at JM in Rochester. He continued his education moving to Rolling Stone, Minnesota, went to school in Winona, and received his skills training from Rochester RCTC. So Seth will be, today's his official start date. This is his first job as a licensed police officer, so please welcome Seth Denzer.
All right. What's his number?
Badge number is 120.
All right, and Seth, you have to give a 5-minute speech. You're going to give a 5-minute speech.
Oh, yeah. Welcome.
120,
120.
and you are?
54.
And I was?
40.
I felt like an old man when I started, a young guy when I started. Okay, on Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Finance Reporting from the Government Financial Officers Association for Mr. Dankert and our financial department, which we get every year. It's kind of like Christmas, isn't it, Tom? The Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting has been awarded to the City of Austin by the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada for its comprehensive annual financial report. The Certificate of Achievement is the highest form of recognition in the area of governmental accounting and financial reporting, and its attainment represents a significant accomplishment by a government and its management. 30 consecutive years?
Oh, goodness.
That's probably older than our officer is.
Appreciation to all the departments for following the policies you guys bring forward, because if they don't follow them, it's not going to work real well for us. So thanks to all the department heads too, because we need them to do what they do in order to get that.
Well, you are much appreciated, Tom. I think there is very few people in the city that don't know what you do and that your accomplishments. It would take me the rest of the meeting to go through them all. But
Thanks.
Bravo.
thank you, yeah. But we're not giving you a raise. Item number 4, we need a motion for the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Item number 5, under petitions and requests. 5 is a motion reviewing a property maintenance ordinance. Holly?
Your Honor, in 2015, we updated our Minnesota State Building Code. That code applies to new construction and additions to existing structures, also some alterations and repairs. It does not apply to existing structures that may have some maintenance issues. The existing code that we have is the Uniform Housing Code. It's dated 1985. In order to better integrate that code with our property maintenance code with our building code, we have researched as a department how to best adopt something that would be unique to Austin, but also would also integrate well with our building code. What we came up with was the International Property Maintenance Code, and as you'll note in the ordinance that's attached, there are a number of edits that we made to the International Property Maintenance Code in order to tailor that to the City of Austin. We are basically, it's basically a minimum upkeep standard It helps stabilize property values, it helps keep things, looking well in the city. It provides for basic equipment, light, ventilation, heating, sanitation, and fire safety. We went through and made sure that it coordinates with our fire code, our plumbing code, all the codes that are unique to Minnesota, and also in areas where we had current zoning rules or ordinances that are already in effect. We made sure we noted that or eliminated that portion of the International Property Maintenance Code. We did go through very thoroughly. We spent a couple of hours as a department, actually 3 hours reviewing the code, and then we spent another hour with Mr. Hoverston. We did find, again, reviewing with one of the council members, a section 304.18.2 that we would also delete or recommend deleting and add that to the ordinance. I can go through. You should have a copy of the International Property Maintenance Code attached, and if you want me to go through the
That's all right.
specific items.
Unless anybody wants to, does anybody have any questions or specific items?
And I would just note, we're always striving to make sure we get everything right the first time, but, as we implement this and as we move forward and we may have some comments or suggestions from people, we may find something ourselves that doesn't work as well as we thought it would. We can always come back and make some adjustments.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes.
Council, do you have any questions or comments on this? If not, we need a motion.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, now we need an ordinance. Jeff, you're good at this.
Move for adoption and publication of the ordinance.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember Austin.
Aye.
Jordahl.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Enright.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Councilmember Large Anderson.
Aye.
Ordinance passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. 6 is a resolution approving an agreement for Mauer County Mutual Fire Aid. Jim, or Chief.
Your Honor, Council, it's been quite some time since we signed a mutual aid agreement with all of our partners in Mauer County. This agreement will be for 10 years, and it includes all departments, all fire departments, and it includes provisions for payment, which will be used to meet the requirements of FEMA should we have a disaster and go somewhere else and need to be reimbursed. So I recommend approval.
This is just, we do this all the time, right? Any questions, comments? If not, we need a resolution for item number 6.
So move the resolution.
Is there a second? Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember Austin.
Aye.
Jordahl.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Enright.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Councilmember Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Okay, 7 is a resolution setting the positions and wages for 2017 seasonal and part-time positions. Ms. Wakeman.
Mayor and council, before you tonight is a resolution for 2017 seasonal and temporary positions. This is a resolution that we do pass annually. There have been a couple of adjustments, but there isn't any new increase for the minimum wage this year, which the last 2 previous years we've had. So working with the department heads and sliding in all of the different seasonal positions we have, that's what is before you tonight.
Okay, council, anything? If not, we need a resolution for item 7.
So move the resolution.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember Austin.
Aye.
Jordahl.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Enright.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. 8 is a resolution establishing license and miscellaneous operational fees for 2017. And
This is our annual resolution. Again, we do this every year for the operational and license fees. These fees all carried over from last year. We just kind of updated some additional fees that were adopted during the year, like the interim use permit. And then Stephen had a couple comments on some fees that he would like some updating to also, so I'll give it to Stephen.
Just in your handout, I'd just like to request adjusting the sanitary sewer cleaning, jetting, and vac rental. In the handout, it's labeled at $350 per hour for the first hour, $250 for every hour thereafter. I'd like to adjust that to $400 for the first hour, $300 every hour thereafter. And then on the last page of the 4-page handout, there's a sign replacement, $130 for sign and post replacement. And then indicated there's $20 for every additional sign. That should be increased to $100 for every additional sign. So I'd request those changes if this is approved tonight.
Council, anything? Comments, questions? If not, we need a resolution.
Let's say with those amendments, I'd make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember Austin.
Aye.
Jordahl.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Enright.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. 10 is a resolution approving an ICM agreement with WCI Austin Landfill LLC. Mr. Lang.
Skip 9.
We can do that one first, and then we'll go back to the other one.
I'm sorry.
The one that you mentioned there, WCI Austin Landfill, we look at these ICM agreements periodically and present them to the council. As with other ICM agreements in the past, we regulate different flow criteria at the wastewater treatment plant for these strong waste users. In this case, we've been accepting leachate from a couple of the landfills north of Austin for a period of years, and there are a list of things that we monitor at those sites. We have established flow rates and how much flow we will take from those two facilities. This happens to be what used to be the old Vite construction and demolition landfill. We've established a fee structure of $2,500 annually for administration fee, $250 for quarterly sampling, and $35 per tanker disposal. They actually collect it in a tanker at the landfill, bring that tanker down to our wastewater treatment plant, and then dump it off at the treatment plant, and that's how we count them that way. This is a 3-year ICM agreement, and it would expire in December 31st of 2019. I would recommend approval.
Council, anything? If not, we need a resolution for 9.
So move the resolution.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember Austin.
Aye.
Jordahl.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Enright.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
10 is a resolution approving an ICM agreement with WCI Austin Landfill LLC. Stephen?
LL Parks LLC.
No, that was 9. We're on.
Yeah, that's one we got out of order.
Okay. So we're doing 9 now.
Yep, this one is for LL Parks LLC Truck Wash. It is a trailer wash located in our industrial park. Again, regulating items such as flow, strength, suspended solids, nitrogen, and pH. This is a 3-year agreement, again taking us out through December 31st of 2019, and we would recommend approval of the ICM agreement.
Council, we need a resolution. We'll move.
Second.
Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember Austin.
Aye.
Jordahl.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Enright.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. 11 is the resolution approving change order 1 on the City Hall remodel project. Tom?
We've been working with Wagner Construction as we are in the middle of the partial remodel of Austin Utilities on the other side of this building. And there's 8 items in front of you today that we've added as budget adjustment number 1 for a total of $50,609, and we'd recommend or request approval of those. They are within the budget. We kind of scrimped on the initial bid on it to make sure we had enough for it, and then these are things that we would like to have added to it.
Council, we need a resolution.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Dankert.
Councilmember Austin.
Aye.
Jordahl.
Aye.
Carolyn.
Aye.
Enright.
Aye.
King.
Aye.
Councilmember at Large Anderson.
Aye.
Resolution passes 6-0, Your Honor.
Thank you. 12 is 3 motions granting the Planning and Zoning Department the authorization to remove junk and/or illegally stored vehicles at the following locations. A, 1811 4th Avenue Southeast of Hanson property. Need a motion?
So moved.
There a
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? B, 801 10th Street Northeast to Hernandez property. Need a motion?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And C, 906 12th Avenue Southwest, the Wagner property. Need a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Any citizens here that want to address the council? Yeah, I didn't think so. We don't have anybody. Okay, we'll start with Judy tonight. Judy? You have anything?
No, I don't.
Steve?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Yep.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Janet?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Nothing, Your Honor.
Jeremy?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Craig?
No, Mr. Dankert has an item.
Mr. Dankert?
Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, truth and taxation hearing, Johnson City Council, the council chambers are required to have that hearing, just to tell the citizens where their budget and tax levy for 2017 is being spent.
Okay. We all need to be here for that, right?
At least 4 of you.
Including the mayor?
You typically don't get both.
I'll be here. I'll be here. Okay, we're going to adjourn, but then we're going to stay here for our work session. There's only one item on there tonight, so we'll finish that right away. Need a motion to adjourn. So moved. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right, let's start the work session. Stephen, 11th Drive 90, or Northeast I-90 Bridge Project.
So we've gotten some costs back from the state on this project, and I wanted to go over, we have a